You know, it's 6:45 in the morning, and I woke up and it was so stuffy and hot in the cottage. We do turn our little portable air conditioner off at night. Still had the fan going, but it's so stuffy. I thought maybe I'd come out here and it'd be cooler, but you know, it's cooler than the cottage, but it's not what you would call comfortable. Trying to keep cool, but I thought I would just tell you a few things early this morning about our day yesterday. I have bedhead, no makeup. As a matter of fact, I did wash my face. I did wash my face this morning, and so right now it is feeling very tight and dry, and if I don't get some kind of cream on first, I'm gonna just crack up here. Now remember, I said I wasn't wild about this Neutrogena when I bought it because it seemed to dry up real fast on my face, but right now it was the only thing I could grab. Oh, you know, at least it's cooling. That feels wonderful. So I'm gonna put this on, let it dry, and just talk to you out here about a few things. I know my glasses will get all greasy, but that's gonna have to do. At least I feel better now. You know, I did get my new microphones. They came in the mail yesterday. And I hear the airplanes up above and probably should have them on right now. But Moosey was working with them last night and trying to figure out how to get them all charged up and get them in tune with the camera. And he's still sound asleep, so I can't put my new microphones on. But hopefully by the next video, I will have them on. Now I feel the Neutrogena sinking in. It's not greasy on my face. My various creams that I use all the time, especially my Nivea, my Mary Kay, or my bio oil gel, those things. But at least it doesn't feel like my face is gonna crack off right now. So, no makeup, but we can still talk. I have to tell you what a wonderful day we had yesterday. Molly had a great breakfast for us. She made a beautiful souffle.
An egg casserole.
Ooh.
And then we got some bacon in the oven. Some fruit.
Wonderful.
Coffee, OJ.
We just can't wait. Moosey's over there having fun with your little Kelly. But Annie's still sleeping, huh?
She is. She was up at 5:30 this morning.
Oh dear. Okay, well, we'll see her in a little while.
Yeah.
I am going to give you this recipe and make it myself soon. It's different from the ones that we usually make when we have our family gatherings and we do brunch. We do souffles with layers of bread and of course lots of eggs, and sometimes we put chilies in them, sometimes we have them with jam and powdered sugar. But Molly's, she put a whole tub of cottage cheese into this souffle, no bread, and obviously it probably made it a lot healthier too for people on keto or people trying to lose weight, just in general for anyone, very healthy. And it had the best consistency of any of the souffles that we've had in our family. So I'm gonna give you that recipe. It was delicious. And we had it with a beautiful soft jam and powdered sugar. She cooked her bacon. Molly does her bacon in the oven. We had melon and just a lovely breakfast. Down. What?
Oh, guess who's coming?
Moosey has just put some jelly, jam, and powdered sugar on his egg souffle. We have bacon. Look at Kelly's plate. What do you have on your plate, Kelly?
I got a little sprinkles of cheese.
honestly, those two little girls were just loving us so much. You know, as they get older, they form attachments, I think. Even the baby, Annie, who woke up from her nap and was so shy when Molly brought her out, within, I think, 20 minutes, she was playing with Moosey, and we were sitting at the table singing nursery rhymes and having so much fun. I tell you, it can bring your spirits up so high. You know, especially Moosey, who has always claimed that hearing the laughter of little children and seeing them and being with them just gives him a new look on life. Of course, he loves the garden, the birds, and everything else in our life that we are so grateful for. But being with little children for a couple of hours, so cute. And what is so fun about being with the little ones is the things that come out of their mouths that no one else would say or could say are just so endearing. For instance, Kelly was fascinated with Moosey's boo-boos, as she called them. You know, he fell, as I told you, Sunday afternoon, right as we were coming home from our anniversary excursion. And he fell going into the house on his rollator, and we had to get the guys from the fire station up to lift him up. But thank God he's okay. He is a bad fall risk, and we have to really pay attention to that. But because he's on Eliquis, he does bruise easily. Let me take a sip of my wonderful coffee with my La Creme and my collagen. Oh, that's so good in the morning. And he has these kind of big marks on his arms and various things that as he fell, he hit. And Kelly would touch them so softly, look up into his eyes with a little sad face. And
Right now.
Uh-oh.
Give it to me right now. No.
His love is quiet.
What this one?
You like this one? Love is there to catch you when you are about to fall. The bunny's about to fall, and the mama's going to catch her.
That's good.
And that's why she loves him so much, she's going to catch him.
And just tuck her little life away. But she has such a soft voice, he couldn't really hear anything she said. So all morning long, Molly and I were translating for him. He kept calling Molly, "Molly, stay with me here. She's talking to me and I don't know what she's saying." And finally, praise the Lord, our appointment at the VA hearing place is next week, I believe. I believe it's on the 25th, and that I think is next week. Poor Moosey's hearing is much worse. He hasn't even been wearing the hearing aids because he says when he puts them in, they just plug his ears. It's very sad, as many of you probably know, that when you try and have a conversation and the other person is not hearing you, he'll say, "I'm sorry, what did you say?" And I find myself every single time I talk saying it, and I have a loud voice to begin with, but I try and say, speak louder. I'll say, he'll ask me a second time, and then the third time I'll say, yes, it's okay. And then he'll say, "Stop shouting at me." Go figure. So it's not a pleasant thing to go through with someone who is hard of hearing, and honestly, I know is probably even worse for him. So I hope that when he gets this test, they can help him and also give us a new pair of hearing aids. We've had this pair for almost 5 years. Obviously, they're not working, but obviously his hearing has gotten a lot worse. So say a prayer for us that we get this straightened out. And the next time that we visit little Kelly and Molly and Annie, he can understand and hear all that little talk. So Molly was taking little videos all morning long. I was taking them, and she sent so many little short videos that I tried to pick what I thought was the best and not put too many on for you to make it too much. But the best ones were ones where we were all sitting there either singing nursery rhymes or reading books. Down came the rain and washed it all about. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again.
You cutie! Cutie one. Which one do you like?
What is this one?
Oh, yeah, Mommy likes that one
What does Annie
too.
get? Does
I would
Annie
wear
get
it.
one when she wakes up?
It's a boo-boo.
Oh,
Yeah, Moosey has a boo-boo. Yeah,
no, it's gone.
it's okay. Kelly's picking her prizes. She's more interested in Moosey's boo-boo.
I remember this kind of purse when I was a little kid.
I remember. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when Annie wakes up from her nap, you'll have to give her two. You can decide which ones you want Annie to have, okay? Huh?
Was that a pretty toy?
Yeah, a little sign. Yeah, that one's brand new. Yeah. Fun, huh? Cute. This was Moosey's favorite. He liked the sparkles on this
Can
one.
I have that one?
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
So cute. Little Annie, and then we read books together, Dr. Seuss book, and I tell you, it was a wonderful day. Well, we were supposed to leave there by noon, but we didn't leave there till 1 o'clock.
His mother. Yeah. Oh, sweet. We started off, the kids were here, but now they're gone. Are you my mother?
Did you find something for your birdie?
By Dr. Seuss.
Let's
That's this.
let's see what's on the next page.
This.
Nanny's
Should we go see
listening,
the
Mose.
book?
Yeah.
Should I go get
Well,
Annie?
the mommy flies away, Mosey, to find some food for her baby.
Oh.
Yeah.
What did you get?
And she left a little birdie all alone in his nest. And he woke up and he said, "Where's my mommy?" She flew away to find some food for you.
It's mommy.
Yeah.
I can find mommy bits.
Can't find mommy. Where is she? Well, I think I'll go find my mommy. And he flies away.
There's mommy.
There she is. Did he find her?
No, that's the birdie.
No, that's the baby. He says, well, I will look here. No. Hello, little kitty. Do you know where my mommy is? No.
There's a baby bit.
There's a doggy. I don't see your mommy. No. Where is my mommy? Baby
It's
bird.
mommy.
No, that's the baby. The kitty doesn't know. The chicken doesn't know. The cow doesn't. Oh, no,
A
said the
snort.
baby bird. You are a scary snort. You are not
How
my
mommy
mommy.
doing, baby? I
Yeah.
haven't.
Look
Show
at
now.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Be careful, birdie.
Go crash. Open.
Yay!
Ah.
Here's mommy. Mommy came back. What does mommy have in
Be
her
careful,
mouth?
baby.
Yeah, in the garbage.
That's already end.
The end.
What a good
Yay!
story.
What a good story.
Now, the other thing that we were supposed to do, we were supposed to go down to Cindy and Matt's right after visiting Molly, because his office and storage place is right near there. Cindy was very busy with people on the phone, and so it just wasn't a convenient time for us to go down there. We were going to do a video for you on the wheelchair and various other things you might be interested in. So we kind of tried to postpone it, and hopefully toward the end of the week we will get to that and do it, because I think it's something that maybe a lot of you might want to take advantage of, especially that Featherlight wheelchair. I can't tell you how many times I've taken that in and out of the car. Oh, before we even left yesterday morning, we had to be at the VA office by 8 o'clock in the morning for a blood draw for Moosey, his blood draw that he has done every 2 or 3 months. So we were off quite early that morning, and of course that involved getting the wheelchair in and out of the van, and then I did it once more at Molly's, and I'm just getting to be a pro at lifting that. Something else that I wanted to discuss in this video. You know, I was going to try and get this video out today. It might be later in the day, but I did put a lot of the videos on last night and did some pre-work. So maybe I can do that for you. Micah and Colleen and the children arrived home the day before yesterday from their trip. They were on they had one of those big giant motorhomes, and of course Harley went after his time with the pet grooming service that came here to the house in a great big Mercedes van, no less. She was trimmed, she had a blueberry facial, she looked wonderful, and the kids all said she was a delight to have in the motorhome on the trip all the way up to the Redwoods, and all during the time they stayed in their favorite campground up there, and never had a doggy smell coming from her the whole time that they were gone. I guess Harley came out with a rating of A- as a good housemate and camper. I think it was Harley's first time, and everything was wonderful. She stayed in the campground around the fire and everything. The only time she misbehaved was if another dog came by, and then she would get a little rowdy and noisy, and of course Harley has a little bit of anxiety too, so that was the only thing. I think, as I told you, Colleen had a birthday while they were gone, and I had found that beautiful royal blue vase, big tall vase, and big around the top with the sunflowers on it. And I thrifted that the week before, couldn't wait to give it to her. So when we were at Trader Joe's, I did pick up some sunflowers. I should have bought 2 or 3 bunches, but I didn't realize how big the opening was. So I had to take some of my gladiola leaves and fill them up in the middle, and the sunflowers were on the side. But it still looked beautiful. And yesterday, the whole family came down last night when it got cool, about supper time. And we gave Colleen the beautiful vase, and we got to talk to all the kids about the wonderful time they had, and the big takeaway on a road trip with children that are in college, and Shani, the youngest, is going into senior year in high school. After doing this for 10 years, every year they might skip a year or something, do something else, but 10 years from the time those kids were little tiny kids, they went all the way up to the Redwoods in a beautiful big motorhome and spent about 9 or 10 days just being family, cooking all their meals outside, sitting around campfires together at night, sitting down by the river. The one thing they all said was it still is their favorite vacation. Colleen is like me, full of nostalgia and making memories all the time. And she wanted the kids to reenact some of the photos that they had done when the kids were little. And they did, right down to the same faces, the same poses. So we visited, we heard some of the fun stories, but I forgot to take a picture of Colleen and the beautiful big vase with the sunflower seeds in it. So hopefully this morning I will catch Colleen, run up to the house, take a picture of it, because I know you'd love to see it, and and then I can try and get this up. Maybe by noontime or 1 o'clock here in California, and maybe by would be supper time for some.
Beautiful birthday present from Mom and Dad to hold my sunflowers. Love it, Mom and Dad. Thank you.
I discovered Molly's husband, Kevin, is a great gardener, and I noticed that he had all his vinca plants in the shade or semi-shade. So I'm wondering if maybe I should do that. I come out here in the morning, and of course our automatic watering system goes on, I think by 8 o'clock. But I do water once by hand for all of the plants that are outside of that automatic watering system, and there are quite a few of them. So everything that I planted the other day and showed you, my tomato plants are still healthy and growing. We've been reaping, except we think we have a varmint that took a bite out of one of my big red tomatoes coming. You know, we've been so lucky this year. That hasn't happened. Almost always happens. But so we have to find him, and I have to make sure I get to those tomatoes, that's for sure. So everything is doing well in the garden, and the next thing I'm going to try and do, might do a quick little run around for you to show you how everything is going. My succulents are doing beautifully. I'm making sure they're not getting too much water.
Yes, little Sadie wants to be in on the action too. I know, Nanny loves you too, just like the girls. Oh, yes. Yes, Sadie. So we're inside now where it's cooler again.
On your leg.
Baby.
Show me your boob.
Her cheeks are nice and rosy.
Here is my nose.
Here is my spout.
Where's your
When
nose?
I get all steamed up, hear me shout. Just
Tip
me over
and pour me out.
I was afraid that the extreme heat, which is still going on here in California, would take a toll on some of my plants, but so far so good. So those of you who are in the rest of the country or other countries where you are suffering from flooding and heavy rains and monsoons, and those of you obviously who are suffering the same kinds of heat that we are suffering, please be careful. Do what you know you have to do. Stay hydrated for those of you in the sun, and please stay safe, everyone. I know it's a rough time for all of us with some weather condition of some sort going on right now. I love you all. Thank you for your love. I am so appreciative. Bye for now, because the sun is getting higher in the sky and I'm on my way in. God bless us all.